When I first heard about this story, I said I had to talk about it. Now, I don't think I've never done a video involving this person that I'm about to talk about in the statement that they've made on my channel, but I'm actually glad that I am because I actually, been familiar with her for a very long time. But if y'all don't know who this is Naturi Naughton. She is most famously known for playing Tasha St. Patrick on the show Power. Pretty much since the beginning of the show all the way up to its cancellation, at least for that first part of the series, and then she came back and did the Ghost season. And I don't know if she's coming back because if you watch the show or seen how the show or that particular part ended, it's like literally in different parts. But I don't know if she's going to be in the next part because her character is supposed to be in witness protection. But in case y'all didn't know, she actually started off as a singer in that group 3LW that also had Adrienne Bailon in it, and that other chick that used to be in the Cheetah Girls that was in there as well. And she's also acted in some other things. She played Little Kim in the Notorious movie that was about Biggie, and she played in another movie. I can't think of the name of it, but she has a pretty interesting and lengthy resume that dates back to the early 2000s. And she's, as you can see, she's very attractive. But I'm not really here to talk about that right here. I'm here to talk about these comments that she made that I have to say I agree with her on. She basically said that black people are so quick to cancel each other, and basically came out to say how the Cosby Show changed people's lives. So I hope she's ready for the slings and arrows, because you know they about to try to come and cancel her, because you know that people love to cancel each other. And you know what's so crazy? I thought cancel culture was not going to bleed into black people like that. I mean, I knew it would be some segments that would, but not like this. So I can't even say that I'm even upset or oppose what she said, because we've seen that happen with so many times. And the thing is about cancel culture is it literally hinders people from really expressing themselves or having opinions about whatever. At one point in time, you could express yourself and have opinions, and people would just leave you to your own devices or whatever the case may be. But now it's like people treat opinions like they're facts. And if you don't line up with whatever they think, then they're ready to cancel you. And that's why a lot of people are scared to speak out, especially if those people are in the public eye. So I can imagine what they're probably saying about her right now. Probably, I'm not even going to try to guess what they're saying, but I can imagine that they're saying some stuff about her right now if they're getting wind of what she said. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and read this article. It says the debate surrounding Bill Cosby controversial release from prison and the resulting fallout rages on. And this time it's Naturi Naughton who is weighing in with her 2 cents. As reported, Bill Cosby Show co-star Phylicia Rashad came under fire when she took on the social media to celebrate the overturning of the 83-year-old's conviction for sexual assault. At the time, the 73-year-old tweeted that a terrible wrong has been righted, remarks that irked many given that Bill arguably only secured his release due to a legal technicality that had nothing to do with innocence. I'm tired of hearing that, because they can't use he raped these women allegedly, they're now saying he got out on a technicality, which was not the case. Like, people don't know how to read. That's why, Nicole, if you were out there listening, you have a lot of strength to deal with the slings and arrows I'm sure comes your way because of your stance on the Bill Cosby situation. This is why none of these people that are opposing what's going on with Bill Cosby, I would never, ever have them represent me if they were a lawyer or some type of an attorney. I would never. They would lose that case for me. In the time since Rashad's new role as the Dean of Howard University's College of Fine Arts has been called into question and several apologies have followed, Rashad also confirmed that she'll be undertaking training, quote unquote, so as to become a stronger ally to sexual assault survivors. However, actress Naturi Naughton initiates that the whole situation has been blown out of proportion. Taking to Instagram stories, the former Power star wrote, "Why are black people so quick to cancel each other? We are allowed to have different opinions and it doesn't make you anti-anything. At Phylicia Rashad, I stand with you. Hashtag the Cosby Show changed lives." And I can tell that whoever wrote this particular post is one of them gynocrats. I'm looking at the website. It's called thegrapejuice.net. That's all I needed to see. But that's a person right there that sounds like they will cancel Naturi. But she's right. Black people are quick to cancel you over anything. We live in a very politically correct world right now. Like, you could not, like, this is not 20 plus years ago when you could, like, literally have your own opinion about something and people were like, okay, it is what it is. But now if you have an opinion about something, even if it's rooted in facts, they'll destroy you. Like, at the end of the day, this was not a technicality that Bill Cosby got out of jail. They literally violated his constitutional rights. And the fact that you have other black people out here that are mad at that lets you know that you must want to not have your constitutional rights work in your favor. Like, you must enjoy the torture. Y'all are upset, and like we was talking about this on a live stream. A lot of people are upset at Bill Cosby because one of that pound cake speech. Listen, a lot of stuff that people are mad at Bill Cosby is because of personal stuff. Nothing that's rooted in a logic, because he may have said something that you didn't like or didn't agree with. So now that he's facing his comeuppance, or so you say, then you're cheering. But now that it's been overturned and it's turned out that what they did was illegal, you're mad. Like, you should be mad at the people that did what they did, because that could happen to you. Now, what if you were in that situation and the same thing happened to you? Wouldn't you want people to fight for you? Because guess what? If I was in Bill Cosby's shoes and people were saying all that stuff about me, even after the conviction has been overturned, I'm keeping a list like the bride in Kill Bill, and I'm striking all of you. Even if I die on my way to completing and fulfilling my mission. Because everybody who continuously says stuff about Bill Cosby, in the tone that they're saying it in, up until that point or past that point of his overturned conviction, all of that can be seen as defamation of character. I was watching, I can't believe I was watching. It was some segment from that Fox Soul where you had Claudia Jordan on there, and they were talking about Bill Cosby, and then they were going in about it. I said, I hope that Bill Cosby gets wind of that and shuts them down. I don't even know why they got a Fox Soul anyway. Like, what the freak is a Fox Soul? But shout out to Naturi Naughton, and hopefully she doesn't walk back her statements either, because I can imagine that they probably trying to go in, if they're not already going in on her for what she said. It is what it is. Like, take emotions out of that. That's exactly why I said, you Negroes would not represent me in any type of court proceeding if this is how you're going to act. But then again, people let that white owned lamestream media get in their head and tell them what to think. And they got them. Psychological programming works every single time, at least onto those that buy into it. That's why I didn't really watch mainstream media and what they had to talk about when it came to Bill Cosby. I looked to the new black media. Maybe more people need to start looking to it. But then again, a lot of truth dwells in the NBM area, and, the truth hurts, and a lot of people don't like the truth. So, if it's not something dealing with gossip or entertainment or TMZ or whatever the case may be, they ain't listening to it. And unfortunately, too many black people fall into that category. I don't mean to make it sound like it's stereotypical or I'm locking us in a box, but it is what it is. But with that being said, shout out to Naturi Naughton for actually standing up and saying what she said. And especially because her being a black woman, that will have to be very hard, because they try to make them and put them into the feminist box. Like, I literally saw one person say to Nicole, a white feminist, in her comment section, like, how dare you stick up for this man? How can you be disrespectful to your own kind? Excuse me, this is a black woman who's black first, not woman first. To whoever that feminut was that wrote that comment, I'll never forget it. I think I told Nicole about that too. And if I haven't, Nicole, if you're out there listening, I hope you saw that comment. Like, and it was not hard to miss, because the person retweeted it and left it was a quoted tweet. When I saw that, I said, oh, get out of here with that. That's exactly why black women had no place in the feminist movement. None. Because what they'll do is they will twist everything, and they will try to turn you against your man, even if your man is innocent. But with that being said, I'm going to hop off of here. Again, shout out to Naturi Naughton.